make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Gators will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Oklahoma's offense will get the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Florida's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Chroma. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense.
Just steamrolling the defense. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rolls right. He's going to run it. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That one's not even close.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Play action on first down. Left side is Blaylock. Makes one man miss. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quick give. It's Blaylock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Bentley. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And the Gators, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Trying the left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well give it to him again.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down.
Snags it, and there's running room. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Ball. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff for Ball. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Powers through the defender. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gators are in the red zone. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Run inside. It's Croma. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Caught. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other. Makes the grab in their space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running it to the right. Runs through a tackle. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. The Sooners are rolling down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again.
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the grab. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets rid of it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. No room to bring it back. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Left side is Carrion. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Blaylock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. And you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room. It's Blaylock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. 2nd down coming up. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown Sooners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Holds on, it's Jackson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Jones to throw. Rush is on. Out wide left, it's Mays. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here's a give the ball. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Jaden one more time. He'll be dropped.
Well, this running back has been the only guy obviously who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off, Jaden running left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Looking left. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Bentley. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Croma. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player.
Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Got a little grass. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for running room. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bentley. He's got it. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Snags it. just couldn't get loose. They stop him right at the line, and they don't convert on fourth down. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Croma. Good, strong tackle. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Handoff for Ball. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They'll run this play from the pistol. From the red zone, it's Young. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's changing the play. Jones wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quick give. It's Blaylock. And he's brought down after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Extending the play. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bentley. Look out! And down he goes.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Got some room to run. Still on his feet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Sells to fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Mays.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Jones to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. It's complete on the right side. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
Both of these teams are high.